Okay, this video is about algebra of logical statements, or basically some laws related to logical statements. And most of this is a refresher. It's kind of a revision because there are a bunch of laws that we have already seen. So the only reason we are doing this here is so that we have all laws in one place, which is good to refer. So I have bifurcated the types of laws into two categories: the laws related to or and the laws related to and. So the very first important law is that of idempotency, or the idempotent law, which says that if you have a statement ORed with itself, it's equivalent to my original statement. And this is, a good example of this is like saying I am Tom or I am Tom. So the other piece of the other statement gives no new information. So it's as good as you just discard it. So you just have one statement left, and it's as good as with the and statement. So if you say I am Tom and I am Tom, the second statement I am Tom gives you no new information, so you can just say it once, I am Tom. So if you have P and P, just say it once, P. It's equivalent. The next we have a associative view. When you have three statements, possibly more, if you can generalize it to more. So, but let's say you have three statements and you have or between the two pairs of statements. So it might be a bit ambiguous whether the result depends on which way you do it, whether you do P or Q first or Q or R first and then with P. So this law says that it makes no difference in which way you do it, whether you do P or Q first and then combine it with R, or you do Q or R first and then combine it with P. It is logically equivalent. So this is equivalent to this is equivalent to this, and all of these are equivalent. Same for AND. It doesn't matter whether you do P and Q first and then you do R, or you do Q and R first and then you AND it with P. These two are logically equivalent. So when you write it like this, there's no need of putting brackets or parentheses, because the associative law says that it makes no difference. So the brackets are not really necessary here. But still, if you want, you can put it for logistics perspective. Next, commutative law, again a very useful or a simple law actually. It says that P or Q is equivalent to Q or P. It makes no difference in which order you do it. So when I say I am Tom or I am in Mumbai, so it's as good as saying I am in Mumbai or I am Tom. So it makes the same meaning. And similarly with and, if you do P and Q or Q and P, it's logically equivalent. So you can shift the Q over here or P over there. It's all fine to do. Next is a distributive law, and part of this is we have covered regarding negation of statements. So this is a bit different from that. This is distributing or over and over or. So let's look at this P or this or is distributed over this and statement. Inside we have a Q and R, and outside we have a or. And this or gets distributed over both of these statements. So you have P or Q, P or R, P or Q, P or R, and whatever sign is there here in between goes here. So if there's an and here, there's an and here. And similarly for and. This is this P and is distributed over or. So you have P and Q, P and Q, P and R, P and R, and there's an or in between Q and R. So there's an or in between these two statements. The other one is that of identity. When you have a contradiction, C, if you have P or a contradiction, then obviously that will depend on what P is. If P is true, the whole statement will become true. If P is false, the whole statement will become false. So this can be simplified to just P. On the other hand, if you have a P or a tautology is something which is always true. So if you have P or something which is always true, the you this whole statement will always be true because there's an or between. So for or, you know that if we have just at least one of the statement which is true, then the whole statement is true. We have one statement which is true, this whole statement will be true. And on the other hand, if you have a P and a contradiction, this will give you a contradiction, because if you know that in an and statement, if one of the statements is false, then the whole statement becomes false. So this contradiction is basically a false statement, which is always false. So this whole statement results in a contradiction, a false statement. and also we have P and a true, then this will depend solely on P. Next, we have a complement, the law of complement, where you say P or the negation of P. This is like saying I am Tom or I am not Tom. And no matter what P is, whether it's true or false, this whole statement will be true. So this whole statement is actually a tautology. And if you say I am Tom and I am not Tom, obviously both statements cannot be true at the same time. So one of them will be false, and therefore the and will result in a false statement. That is a contradiction. And yeah, obviously the negation of a tautology is a contradiction. Negative of true is false, and a negative of contradiction is a tautology. Negative of false is true. That's the complement true and false. Next, we have already looked at De Morgan's laws, the very famous laws. Negation of or negation of P or Q gives you the negation of individual statements, but with an and between them. And negative of an and statement gives you negative of individual statements, but with an or between them. These are the important laws regarding or and there are two special laws, something which you already looked at, the law of involution, which is nothing but the law of double negation. So if you have a negative P and you take the negative of that, you get the original P back. And the other law is the contrapositive law. It's again something which you already looked at. If you have a statement P implies Q, it is as good as the statement negative Q implies negative P. We have discussed a lot about this law. These are all the important laws you require to simplify your statement patterns. If you have a huge statement pattern, if you want to make it short, if you want to simplify it, you can use these laws to simplify it.